We at a crossroads in history right now, with people using power, just abusing power, let me say it like that. People abusing power in such a way. Got president want to deport Americans, want to take birthrights, and it's all spiritual. As you can see, hold on, let me get lit. I'm in traffic right now. Even though I'm on foot, I'm on traffic, in traffic. As you can see, if Esau can't have his birthright, he don't want you having birthright. And like I'm right here standing at these crossroads, don't get caught up. Follow the guidelines, like this the guidelines right here. Follow the guidelines of the Most High. And even though you might have to wait for a minute, it may be a heated situation, just like I was hot outside. It may be a heated situation, but as long as you stay in them guidelines and stay focused, you'll be able to cross that way. A way gonna be made for you. It may not be the way that you thought it was gonna be, but it's still gonna be a way. See, we got the tendency as humans to want to take things in our own hands. Do things our way. When we gonna learn that it's a bigger picture, when we gonna see that our will need to become God's will, and when we follow his will, once we do what he instructs us to do, follow him, the desires that we want, the desires of our heart will come to pass. And the way he give it to you is so much better than the way man give it to you. See, man give it to you with stipulations. Man give you your desires with a leash. See, God gave us all free will, and he poured the Holy Spirit amongst us all. All we got to do is listen to that little small voice, that calm, still voice. And once we really tune into it, and the more and more we use it, like we working the muscle, the more we'll see things change in our life for our betterment, for our benefit. Don't get caught up in the traffic. Don't get caught up in the flashiness. Don't get caught up in the speed. Because in that way, you usually get out your lane once you're caught up in traffic. You get impatient when you're caught up in traffic. And most of the time, as we see in these days, motherfuckers is crashing out. Excuse my French. But folks are straight crashing out because they on a power trip. Just look at our president. First, he deport those who ain't got a legal right to be here. Then he turn on those who was his supporters and take their birthright. Now, he want to deport Americans. If you ain't on his side, he don't want you there. The God I serve ain't like that. He give you free will. You ain't got to be on his side, but he going to give you ample enough opportunity to see which side is right. It's on you to choose. Yeah, it's on us to stick the course, stay the course. I'm out running errands right now, so I see these cars rolling by. The Holy Spirit told me I need to go ahead and touch bases on this. Because what's really going on is that the Spirit is showing us, showing Americans, that you can't get caught up in these labels. You can't get caught up in being black, being a Mexican, being an African, or whatever the hell you say you is. You're a human being at the end of the day, and the only race there is the human race. And we are spirit beings, but we have a soul. Who you giving your soul up to? Who you giving access to your soul? It's just like that. Who are you giving access to your soul? It's either the right force or the wrong force. And you can't keep giving in. You can't keep giving in to the wrong side. Are you happy with that life you living? Are you really happy with the way that things are going in your life? And you got to answer that question for yourself. In the comments, you can tell me what you done went through. What you going through that got you seeing that the way that man wants you to live ain't the way it's supposed to be. You got to live the way that God has shown you how to live, that Yah has shown you how to live. And we all going to bump our head against the wall. We all going to do some things and learn what it is to really live. and what the real meaning of our life is. But once we start getting the inkling that doing underhanded and scamming people and all that is not the way, we tired of looking over our shoulders. Once we start seeing that, hey, it was only a tool used to get me through a storm, and now I'm keep doing this and it's out of hand. Once we see that, we got to choose another way. And when I say another way, we got to use wisdom. When I say Yahweh, God's way, that's the way of wisdom, of instruction. You follow the ways of instruction and you shall live. You follow the ways of wisdom, you shall live. Like you say in the word, how long will you sleep? Wake up, you sluggard. How long do you want to go inside this system and have it control you? And you seeing that the system is collapsing. Study the ant, you sluggard. Even it gets its food in the summertime and saves up for the harvest. Are you getting information? Are you getting what's edifying? And are you saving it up for the harvest? There's going to come a time where you're going to have to use what you got. You're going to have to use what you learned. And if you ain't doing nothing but learning BS and following BS, you lost in the wind. You're going to be tossed to and fro. And there's more purpose to your life than the BS. There's more purpose to your life than being caught up in what Diddy doing and how stupid Trump acting. Now, we're supposed to see this and use it as a reference point that we can't keep believing in these men. We can't put our trust in men. We can't put our trust in devices. We can't put our trust in man-made shit. You got to live. And truly living is going into yourself and seeing what you need to fix, what you need to work on. And as you work on that daily, you're going to shine brighter. And that light that you shine is going to bring folks to you that need to be in your life. And sometimes the people that need to be in your life need to be worked on. They ain't always going to be the ones that you just want and, you kick it with. Sometimes they're going to be somebody that you got to sharpen, and they ain't in your life for a season. This message here is just to let you know that you have purpose, that it's time to wake up, and you can't be slow about it no more. Because we all know, if we of age, we all know what time it is. It's time to be about the business of living and doing what we have to do to secure safety for ourselves and the ones we love. And that takes mental tenacity, physical tenacity, get right physically, eat right, even if you smoking, even if you drinking. Understand, if you're doing it in too much excess, get yourself together. And spiritually, we got to understand that we need to pray before we wake up, or when we wake up, before we hit our feet on the ground, because it ain't you just making you get up. Somebody created you. The Most High created you. It ain't you just laying yourself to sleep. Somebody allow you to get that rest. And you'll find out once you do these spiritual practices, you might even sleep better. So you need to just understand. I ain't going to tell you what you need to do, but I'm going to tell you what's best for you. Understand that it's all right to pray. It's all right to work out. But you got to work that spiritual muscle, that physical muscle, and that mental muscle. Remember, you are a spirit being with the soul, which is your mind, your feeler, which is your will, your physical body, and your emotions. You understand? You got this. Don't let them have you in fear. Let these times show you that you got more power than you think. Because all this in this society, all this in the world is about getting your influence. They trying to influence you to give them your influence and your power so they can keep rolling. So won't you take your power back and stop being slow about it? It's your boy, Mr. Wild Seed. And I want you to know, you ain't got to stop, so don't stop. Keep going. Be strong out here, family.